So guys, I'm back at it. You know, sometimes I do these videos without cutting, without editing. I just upload them. Raw content as it is. So guys have been asking, how much money do you make from this sugar cane farming? So these are my canes. Let me give you a small brief when it comes to cane farming until you harvest them. So cane farming, you start by leasing the land. Leasing a land will be like 50,000 for an acre. But when leasing for sugarcane, the terms and conditions are totally different from doing maize farming and other things. So maize farming, leasing will be for a year or a season or a harvest. But mostly I think they do it for a year. But when it comes to cane farming, when you want to lease the land, we do it per harvest. So 50K will take for 3 harvests. So if I pay somebody for 50,000, it means I must harvest 3 times from that land before I leave. So how long does the canes take to mature? The canes will approximately take 20 months ready for harvest. So 20 months is like 1 year and 10 months. No, 8 months. Yes, 1 year and 8 months. So those are 12 months plus 8 months extra. So that's the period it takes. So meaning if you do like that, you will have how many years? Exactly, those are 3 years. I'm trying to get the month. 4 years. Approximately 6 years. So 6 years is when you leave the land. So that's just we call them snippets for what we do when it comes to sugarcane farming. So the inputs, you know, people will look at how much you got from sugarcane farming, but they will never ask you the questions about inputs. So inputs also take a lot of money. So because you have to prepare the land, you have to weed, you have to harrow, you have to plant, you have to apply fertilizer, you have to weed again, you have to, until the last end, when the canes leave your land. That's when you start thinking, how much money did I make from this land? And when you are given a slip from the company, let's say West Kenya, because those are the people I supply these canes to, they always indicate or they approximate how much, like the approximate, they give you an approximate of how many tons can get out of that land. So for example, for an acre of land, they normally approximate for around 40 to 50 tons. 40 to 50 tons. So when you do 40 to 50 tons, then because a ton is 6,050 right now, so if you get 40 tons, then you multiply it by 6,050, then you minus the tax. Then they also charge you for transportation. So the quickest thing I normally do is you take 40, let's say 40 tons, then you multiply it by 5,500, because the other 550 bob is always they like it's all the expenses that goes in there, tax, transport, and everything else. So if you do approximately, an acre of land can give you 250,000 if you supply 40 tons of sugarcane to the company, approximately, if I'm not wrong, because I know why I'm saying that. But that 250,000, you have to wait for how many years? 1 and 3, let's 20 months. You can calculate for how many years you'll be waiting. Exactly like 2 years. You have to wait for 2 years to make 250,000. Is it worth it? Is the 250,000 worth the wait? For me, I always say it might not be worth the wait, because many people can make 250,000 within that month, that period. But my question is, when you want to grow your net worth, is always how fast can you scale. So you can have this acre of land gives you 250,000. You are, let's say you are harvesting like 5 acres of 5 acres of land, pieces of land, that same period, or let's say that same month, or let's say exactly within 3 months you're harvesting like 5 acres. Is that worth it? Yes, for me that is good deal, because if you take 5 acres times 250,000, you are approximately approaching 1 point something million. So if you are harvesting the lands within same period of time, and the cancer did very well, it's easy to make, the wait might be long, but when you're harvesting, it can give you that money very fast. Because I don't think people in my, like, many people within my age bracket can make, let's say, 1 point something million in a very short time. Because making 1 point something million in like a month or 2 months is not easy, especially here in Africa. It's not easy. So my question has always been, how fast can you own those pieces of land? Because when you own one piece of land, then the returns might not worth it for people who think about bigger goals. But if you combine those pieces of land, let's say you have like 5 pieces of land that you are doing sugarcane, and you manage to harvest them at the same period, let's say within a month, then you can make a lot of money. So from there, you can approximate how much money somebody can make. And for me, if this like January, I harvested around 3 acres of land. So 3 acres of land, some canes they did not do well, others did well, because automatically not all fields will give you the best returns, because soils differ. Like, this soil is the best soil. Let me assure you, this soil is the best soil to do farming, cane farming. But then you can get to sand soil, but the returns might not be good. So that means you have to accept the loss and the gains that you make when farming these kind of things. And approximately in 2 acres, you can make half an M. Yes, 2 acres will give you half an M if the canes are good. Like these canes, I can guarantee you they can give me more than maybe 300,000, or within that range. You never know. So approximately, if you want to know how much canes can give you, just join the game and do your best. But I can say I'm ready to wait for 20 months than do maize farming. Because this land, they normally do maize. So right now, nobody is doing anything to it. So they're waiting for the season to start tilling. But I can guarantee you, this land will not give me more returns than this. This is 3/4. I don't know how many acres are this, but me, I'm pretty sure. Here, maize. Okay, this is a bigger land. I know this is a bigger land. Or if the owner can make more money from this land planting maize, I can say the range might not go to 100,000. The difference, me farming sugarcane here and him doing maize here, I can guarantee you. I've been here. I have seen people farming here, and the biggest issue with short crop seasons is the amount of resources they take, because you're back to back. So you spend a lot of money, and if you don't maintain them very well, you go for losses. So guys, I don't know if I've made any sense to you this evening. No, it's only 2 p.m. But to be sure, or to be honest, I've given you hints and tips on how much money you can make from sugarcane. So guys, don't forget to support me. I am your boy, Alano B, the billionaire, the big brand. Peace. Don't also forget to leave comments if you want to know anything about farming. I'm starting to do it. Peace.